Hey guys, welcome to Chase After the Right Price. I'm going to do another 25 things I sold on eBay video. So let's do this thing.
Chase after the right price.
Okay, so first up is a Macintosh Classic 2 computer. This thing was huge. I've had it for like a year and a half, 2 years. Just madness. But eBay recently put out this new feature where you can go on the app and send offers to people that are watching the item. I had like 28 watchers on this. A lot of people interested. It doesn't fully work, so that's why it hasn't sold. Sent an offer of 125 plus 50 shipping, and somebody bit, and it sold. And it only cost me 30 bucks to ship it FedEx ground, so I still made out pretty well. I think I had 50 bucks into it. Would I buy it again? Probably not, because I had to store this thing for 2 years, and it's huge. But I'm happy that it's gone, and I made some pretty good money on it. Next up, we've got some Brooks Anthem running shoes. These were a learning experience for me. I looked them up wrong and bought them at 25 bucks. So I sold them for 34.50, probably shipped them for 7. So I probably lost a couple dollars on the sale and it took them a little bit to sell. But hey, now I know if I see these things for 5 bucks that they're a good purchase. This came out of the storage unit that I purchased of the video game collector. Make sure to check out that video if you haven't seen it. Pretty crazy stuff. $28.99 I got for this Nights into Dreams. It's the not for resale version in the jewel case. So, pretty good sale there. Alright, this also came out of that storage unit. Just the Zelda Ocarina of Time. I believe it is the Club Nintendo soundtrack. Got $23.99 shipped. Alright, and the infamous Pokemon card binder. A lot of people in the comments were saying and thinking that I could get thousands, couple $1,000s for the cards in that binder. That's just not going to happen. $200 was definitely a good price to get into the binder at, but all the cards are in rough shape. Many of them have creases. Uh, Many of them have edge wear. None would grade higher than a PSA 6, 7, 8. They would all probably grade lower than that, especially the really good cards. But I think I would value the binder between somewhere between $500 and $800 is my guess for where it will land. Mainly because the Shadowless Charizard is just horrible condition. It's like the worst condition card I've ever seen. Um, and a lot of the nicer cards are rough. This was a good sale. The Tyranitar, Aquapolis Hollow, got 50 bucks shipped for that one. So I'm starting to get some sales. If you're interested in Pokemon cards, go ahead and check out my store because I got a lot of these nicer cards listed for sale. The Dark Espeon, I took an offer of $37.50. It's first edition. That one also had some wear, but that's a pretty good sale. Next up is another one. This was a promoted listing. I get a lot of promoted listing sales. If you're not doing that, go ahead and do that. I just put 5% flat rate promoted, and it's not going to hurt you. If it sells, they take 5% via the promoted listings. If it just sells organically, then they don't take a cut. I got this last year at a garage sale on video for 5 bucks and sold it for 60 plus 15 shipping. This was also out of the storage unit just to throw in. It's the AR Max Action Replay. Anything Action Replay, guys, you got to be picking it up. Obviously, this doesn't look like much. It's just like a memory card size thing. 15 bucks shipped. This card, awesome sale. $250. This was an international sale. I had a lot of people messaging me on it. A couple offers of like 180. And I just decided I would hold out on it because it is a very, very rare card. It's the first edition Shadowless Venusaur. I got this last year at a garage sale. Some of you might remember this card. Just amazing, amazing find. The people did know, to an extent what they had. So I had to pay up for a lot of stuff at the sale, but obviously getting this card was awesome. I held on to it for a long time because I wanted to get it graded, but after looking at the card closer, I realized it wouldn't get a high grade, so I just decided to sell it raw. Um, I think I'm interested in collecting Pokemon cards if they're in really good condition and rare ones like this that I can send off and get graded. So I'm going to be looking out for cards like that. This again, I've had it for a long time. Set an offer. I think it was 35, well, maybe 30 plus shipping of 15, and somebody took it. One of the watchers that I was able to send an offer to. Happy to get that out. The Blaine's Charizard, normally it's going to be worth more than 20 bucks, but this one had creases, it was played, and it sold for 20 bucks because of the condition issues. So I would assume people that are adding up the value of the binder in their head during that video were factoring this in as like a $50, $60 card. It's just not the reality. And keep in mind it's 20 bucks, and then I got to ship it and the fees, so that's like $14, maybe 15. This is the Raichu First Edition. Sold that for $17.99. This was from that $20,000 video game collection. I still have stuff selling. I got $44.99 plus $4 shipping. A lot of people asking how that went. Was it actually worth $20,000? I got into it for 9,200 bucks, and the sales right now are between 15 and 18,000, somewhere in there. And there's still stuff selling and stuff that will sell. So I think after it's all said and done, after like Christmas time, it'll probably be $20,000, but definitely took a lot of time and a lot of work. Here's another Pokemon card sale from that binder for $17.99. It's the Mewtwo Expedition. A lot of people asking, how do you know in Pokemon cards if they're old, if they're sought after, just what to look for? Well, obviously, if they're hollow, they have a greater chance of being worth money. And if they're vintage, they have a greater chance of being worth money. This one is the Expedition set. It's a pretty sought after set. You can see in the bottom right there's a star. That means it's rare. 20 out of 165 is the card number. That's how you would search for it on eBay. Do Mewtwo 20 out of 165. It'll bring it right up. And then you can see down here it says 2002 Pokemon Nintendo. In Pokemon, vintage is like, I mean, it's not that old, but for Pokemon's sake, this is an old card. So if you got early 2000s, even like earlier than 2010, the card is more likely to be worth money. If your card is from the 90s, definitely likely to be worth money. So keep those things in mind when looking for Pokemon cards. Next up, sold a Indigo GBA. Audio didn't work, but it powers on and reads games, so I got 25 bucks shipped. I sell those types of Game Boys quite a lot on eBay. This was out of the storage unit, anime set for $17 shipped. This is a Espeon from Neo Discovery. Again, it is older. This is a more sought after set. Let me try to zoom in on the key details. So it's 1 out of 75. It's a rare. And you can see 1995 to 2001. So this is a 2001 card, early 2000s. It's hollow. Definitely worth looking up. Same person bought this Umbreon for $20 as well. From the same set, so that makes sense. Here's the first edition Slowking. First edition, if you don't know, there's the stamp. It'll always be on the left side, right below the hollow. So if you see a first edition stamp, yes, the card is definitely going to be worth more money. Especially if it's hollow, you might have yourself a gem. Here's another Game Boy Color Kiwi. This is for parts of repair. Again, the audio doesn't work. Sold it for $25.99 shipped. It sold immediately. So people like this stuff. Same for this one. It powers on, but I couldn't get the game to appear. Did a lot of cleaning and couldn't get anything working, so I was just like, I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's good shape cosmetically, so again, that sold instantly for $29.99. Action replay. This was just in like a local bundle that I got. These things sell for so much. I probably could have got more because it sold immediately. But $44.99, I'm definitely happy with that. It's the action replay for the DS. This is a 4 parts or repair sale. Amazing sale. It's a Walkman 2 with the manual and the belt clip. Those things I knew had some value. They're hard to come by, and somebody would want those alone, and then the unit, it wasn't fully working, so I sold it for repair. I got $80 plus $8 shipping for a not working Walkman. Vintage Walkmans, definitely be looking out for those. Even modern ones, you'll be able to get 20 or 30 bucks for them if they're working. Secret of Mana, just the box. I accidentally sold the game by itself. It was out of the box from that $20,000 collection, and I sold the game on Amazon and then realized, oh yeah, I've got the box too. This is already in my collection, so I didn't need it. And I listed it today, and it sold for $80 plus $5 shipping. So that's an awesome little sale. Comes with the poster and the manual, and it was in good shape. So I definitely got a premium price for it. And then last but not least, this is a Xbox 360 controller with joystick wear, cosmetic wear. I never sell this kind of thing on Amazon, so I came over to eBay and got $14.99 shipped for it. So that's 25 things that I've sold. All of these in the last few days, maybe going back a week ago. So some pretty decent sales, and yeah, I'm going to keep on ramping up eBay. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you can take something away and maybe go out and find one of these things for yourself and flip it for some profit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. This month's going to be crazy. Got a ton of videos coming out. So we'll see you next time.